You know, I've been talking a lot of good things about Cobra Kai, the new show on YouTube, and it is an awesome show. It is, but it's not perfect. There are a couple of things that just don't make sense to me, and I wanted to talk about them. Hope you enjoy. What's up, this is Vin Jim. Hope you're having a smashing day, and if not, hopefully this video just might turn things around. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe so you don't miss my upcoming videos. And for the rest of you, thank you so much for joining me once again. So, I'm not gonna sit here and bash Cobra Kai, you know, for obvious reason. I don't want to get hits on me, but I really do love the Cobra Kai series. I've seen it twice already. I just really like it. It's awesome. And I made a really good review, and I make all sorts of videos on the topic of Cobra Kai and Karate Kid. Obviously, I'm a huge fan, you know, that I dedicate an entire channel to this show. But there are 3 things that I've come up with that sort of bother me, you know, about season 1. And I think it's important, you know, in case the makers of Cobra Kai are watching this, just to get inspiration and, you know, ways how to improve on season 2. You know, I think it's important that you not only say what you love about something, but what you don't like as well. So I'd also like to know what you think about the show and what you didn't like about it. And remember, we're all friends here, right? I mean, we're just talking, having a friendly conversation, what we think could have been better. Because let's face it, we all want things to be better. So I have picked 3 things which I think are important enough to mention that I didn't like about season 1. The first thing being Robbie, and I've mentioned his name several times before. I don't have anything against the actor playing him. I don't have anything against the character. It's just that I feel like they didn't give him enough screen time. I felt that the character was very flat and underdeveloped. I really didn't. I got his urgency to, you know, sort of connect with his father and sort of beat him and sort of, you know, somehow just connect with him by going to his biggest competitor. I got that part. And it's not the whole thing that, you know, he's a dropout or he's a thief. It's not that I don't like him on it. It's just that I don't think he was being developed enough. I don't think that the romance between him and Sam was given enough space. When Robbie was talking with Sam, I just felt like I can't trust this guy. He's out to get Johnny Lawrence, and in the process, he's gonna nail Daniel as well. So I don't really trust his intentions with Sam, you know. So I think he should have had more scenes where he could have talked with someone. If you notice something, whenever he's talking to either his father Johnny or Daniel or Sam or anybody in the show, you never really think he's connected or feels he can be truthful to anyone. It feels like he's lying to all of them. So that aspect is why I think in season 2 he needs to get more screen time. Definitely. And also, something about that hair just doesn't make sense. It felt very 90s to me. I'm sorry, that's the way I felt. The second thing I want to mention is Daniel's son. For the love of me, I cannot remember what his name was, and I've seen the season 1 twice already, but I'm just terrible with names. So I get it when you're making a family-friendly show, even though this one has a few curse words in it. I get it that you want to have a funny character, but he was just so out of place somehow. It wasn't funny because this show really isn't supposed to be funny that way. I mean, it does have funny scenes, funny dialogues, but just this character, he just likes to eat a lot, and he's very lazy, and he doesn't like karate. He's like the opposite of Daniel. I just wish they would have just made the show without him. No offense to the actor, probably doing a great job, but I just don't think that this character was needed for the whole story. If you think about it, season 1, what purpose does he have? None, except to throw a few laughs every once in a while. And to be honest, I just didn't find it funny. The third thing, and it's the most important thing. Now, I mentioned in the past that I think that a lot of things there are a lot of coincidences in the show. And I think it's interesting, but it doesn't really bother me that much. I'm okay with the fact that Johnny Lawrence and Daniel Larusso are training someone at the same time. That's a complete coincidence, and people keep commenting on that and saying, no, you obviously missed something. Robbie was out to get Johnny, and that's why he faked it. But the thing is, Robbie had no idea that Daniel was gonna train someone. So it is still a huge coincidence that 30 years after the crane kick, both Daniel and Johnny Lawrence are training someone for the first time. That, I think it's a huge coincidence. But again, that's not the third thing that I wanted to talk about. The third thing is actually in Karate Kid 1, when Daniel was training for the tournament, it was a very rushed process, but he did have at least a couple of weeks, and he did have the full attention of Mr. Miyagi, you know? And the things that he actually learned, like, they weren't advanced stuff, you know? Like, he barely just made it alive in the tournament, but, you know, obviously he beat everyone, but it just didn't feel like he turned into like a karate master. He was really good, and Miyagi was just a really good trainer, or sensei, or whatever you want to call it. But here, it just felt like all the Cobra Kai kids were just freaking masters of martial arts. Like, it was amazing, the things that they pulled off. And Miguel, the thing in the cafeteria, and I love that scene, by the way. Don't get me wrong, I totally love it. The problem, I think, is the pacing. I don't know how fast season 1, how long it took place in the fictional world, but it did feel more than just a couple of weeks. And in a couple of weeks, it just felt like all the Cobra Kai kids just became like masters of karate. They became these little Cobra Kai ninjas, you know, and it kind of bothered me. The second time I watched it, it felt even more apparent. Like, it just felt a bit too rushed. Just my opinion. So, that's it. Those are my top 3 things that sort of bother me about the show, season 1. I think they can be improved upon, and I hope it will become a lot better in season 2. So that was my thought. What is your thought on season 1? What did you not like about it? What do you think they could have done better? Let me know in the comment section below. Take care.
Okay, that was it. Hope you enjoyed this video. And if you did, see that like button, smash it. And I got some freakishly awesome videos coming up. Better subscribe so you don't miss a beat. I'll see you later. Peace.